Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namah Shivaya. Sūta said, "Now the mode of worshipping an earthen phallic image according to the Vaidik rites is being explained. It yields worldly pleasures and salvation to the Vaidik worshippers. The devotee shall take bath in accordance with the rules prescribed in the sacred code. He shall duly perform his sandhyā prayers. After performing the brahma-yajña, one of the 5 daily sacrifices, he shall perform tarpana, a rite of offering water oblation to the mains. After finishing the daily rites, he shall apply ashes and wear rudrakṣa, all along remembering Lord Śiva. With great devotion, he shall then worship the excellent earthen phallic image according to Vaidik injunctions, in order to realize the full benefit. The worship of the earthen phallic image shall be performed on the bank of a river, or a tank, or on top of a mountain, or in a forest, or in a Śiva temple. It must be in a clean place. O Brahmanas, he shall bring clay from a clean place and carefully make the phallic image. White clay is to be used by a Brahmana, red clay by a Kshatriya, yellow clay by a Vaishya, and black clay by a Shudra. Anything available shall be used if the specified clay is not found. After taking the clay, he shall place it in an auspicious place for making the image. After washing the clay clean with water and kneading it slowly, he shall prepare a good earthen phallic image according to the Vaidik direction. Then he shall worship it with devotion for the sake of enjoying worldly pleasures here and salvation hereafter. The material of worship shall be sprinkled with water, chanting the formula Namah Shivaya. We shall skip over the elaborate Vaidik rite of worship as it is too complex for the average devotee. O Brahmanas, we now proceed to explain the common procedure of Shiva's worship. This mode of worship of Shiva's earthen phallic image is the muttering of the names of Śiva. O excellent sages, it yields all cherished desires. Please listen as I explain it. The 8 names of Śiva, Hara, Maheshwara, Shambhu, Shulapani, Pinakadrik, Śiva, Pashupati, and Mahadeva, shall be used respectively for the rites of bringing the clay, kneading, installation, invocation, ceremonial ablution, worship, craving the forbearance, and ritualistic farewell. Each of the names shall be prefixed with aonkar. The name shall be used in the dative case, and namaha shall be added to them. The rites shall be performed respectfully with great devotion and joy. The nyasa rite shall be duly performed, and the anganyasa rite of the 2 hands shall also be performed. The devotee shall perform meditation with the 5-syllable mantra, Aum Namah Shivaya. The devotee shall meditate on Śiva, seated in the middle of his seat on the pedestal in Kailash, worshipped by Sananda and others. Śiva is a forest fire, as it were, for the dry wood of the distress of his devotees. He is immeasurable. He is the ornament of the universe, being closely embraced by his consort, Uma. He shall meditate on Śiva always in the following way. He is like a silver mountain. He wears the beautiful moon on his forehead. His limbs are resplendent with ornaments of gems. He holds the axe, the deer, the mudra of boon, and the mudra of freedom from fear in his 4 hands. He is joyful. He is seated in the lotus pose. The assembled devas stand around him and offer prayers. He wears the hide of a tiger. He is the primordial being, the seed of the universe. He dispels all fears. He is the three-eyed Lord with 5 faces. After the meditation and worship of the excellent earthly image, he shall duly perform japa of the 5-syllabled mantra taught by the preceptor. O foremost among brahmanas, the intelligent devotee shall adore the Lord of Devas with different hymns and recite the Shatarudriya mantra. He shall take raw rice grains and flowers by means of palms joined together in the form of a bowl, and pray to Shiva by means of the following mantra. O Shiva, the merciful, I am thine. Thy attributes are my vital breath. My mind is ever fixed in thee. Knowing this, O Lord of goblins, be pleased with me. Consciously or unconsciously, whatever I have performed by way of japa or adoration, may that, O Shiva, with thy favor, be fruitful. I am the greatest sinner, and thou art the greatest sanctifier. O Lord of Gauri, knowing this, do thou whatever thou dost wish. O great Lord, thou art not known by Vedas, Purāṇas, systems of philosophy, or the different sages. O Sadashiva, how can I know thee? In whatever manner, I belong to thee, O Shiva, by all my thought forms. I am to be saved by thee. Be pleased with me, O Shiva. After repeating the hymn, the devotee shall place the flowers and the rice grains over the phallic image of Shiva. O sages, he shall then prostrate before Shiva with devotion, 8 parts of the body touching the ground. The intelligent devotee shall perform circumambulation in the manner prescribed. He shall pray to the Lord of Devas with great faith. Then he shall make a full-throated sound. He shall humbly bow down his head. He shall then make a formal request for a boon and perform the rite of ritualistic farewell. O foremost among sages, thus have I explained to you the procedure for the worship of the phallic image that accords worldly pleasures, salvation, and increases devotion to Shiva. Whoever reads or listens to this chapter with a pure mind shall be purified of all sins and shall attain all wishes. This excellent narration bestows longevity, health, fame, heaven, and happiness by way of sons and grandsons.